Okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, so, alright, all you dumb shits out there, okay, you're 18 to 25 to 30, okay, that don't know shit about anything and blah blah blah, and you probably never paid for anything, and you probably just kind of like rid, your parents' wave or whatever the fuck it is, but you still can vote. Alright, you don't have a fucking clue. Okay, alright, you 30 to 40, alright, just like me, trying to get back in track, okay, you're in the same boat that I was, so you're too busy busting your ass trying to get back to where you were a couple of years ago, okay? And the 40 to 45, alright, I guarantee you, you're still fighting with your town because, alright, they want more money for this and more money for that, and your real estate taxes keep on going up, even though the valuation of your property keeps going down. So I can empathize with you people because I've been there. I know, all right? With all the money they took in good times, okay, you can't tell me that the services and the costs and everything doubled in the course of the time when things were great and then went to shit. That's just not realistic, okay? So let's go to the 45 to 52, okay? I finally get it, and I'm tired of paying for others that don't pay, okay? All right, here's the deal, okay? It's taken me this long to get this far, to realize the government's fucking out of control. When I was growing up, it was all local, okay? Pretty much my entire life, it was pretty local up until I was about 45. I wasn't concerned about the federal government and what the fuck they were doing and everything else, because it seemed like, all right, maybe they're doing the right thing, maybe not. All right, from 45 to 52, all right, they've gone insane. You got a bunch of bumbling dopes down there that don't have a fucking clue what they're doing, okay? You got policies and laws and this and that and everything else that are essentially, all right, going to put me, when I'm 62, I'll be a bum, all right? And I'll join all the other bums that are already on the dole because the government wants to do that, okay? And you may say to yourself, gee, Dan, how can that be? Well, all right, everybody have heard about the economic crisis in Greece. Well, thank God at least the federal government has enough nuts to go after people that don't pay taxes and this and that, and they're very rigorous about tax enforcement, tax evasion, and everything else. Well, the deal with Greece is it's a running joke over there how many people underestimate their wealth and don't pay taxes, and the corruption between the tax collector, the government, and everything else. Okay, 1/3 for you, 1/3 for you, and 1/3 for you. Okay, that's what's the root of the Greek problem. Okay, it's not that maybe they did spend too much on the socialist government they have over there, but at the same time, they neglected to collect the taxes to pay for it. And the same thing is going to happen here. Okay, so all right, where do we go from here? Okay, all right, illegal immigration. All right, now I gotta kill this because as YouTube requirements tell me to. I only got X amount of time per video, but I'm going to pick it up on my next one, and please stay tuned for even more. There you go. Hey everybody, welcome back to illegal2.wmv again. Hey, sorry about that last splice. I had to split it because I went over my time limit on YouTube. Okay, so back to that, illegal immigration and that Greek problem. All right, earlier I explained that, essentially the system over there is totally corrupt. Everybody, it's a running joke about who pays what and this and that, and everybody who pays taxes over there knows it, and the whole system is totally corrupt. And you say to yourself, well, how could that happen in this country? Well, it already has, okay? It's called earned income credit, okay? 48% of the people in the United States this year had no federal tax liability whatsoever. Okay, I had to pay $6,800 to go to work. Okay, $6,800. Gee whiz, Does Uncle Sam think I don't need the fucking money? all right, I didn't make a ton of money, and all right, at the rate they're milking me, I probably never will. So back to my point about the illegals, okay? All right, I read something where a third of these scumbags that sneak into this country are on some kind of public assistance. Either it's this housing or food stamps or this or that and everything else. Okay, a third of them. Okay, all right, we got enough legal deadbeats in this country. Never mind them. Okay, all right, and another point. Okay, all right, I happened to print this out at work today. Okay, and this was a story you probably heard about. This back a couple months ago. All right, let me refresh your memory on this one. Okay, it says man allegedly cuts ex-girlfriend's throat at work. Okay, all right, and this was in Leominster. Okay, and this guy, his name is Noel Keme Valenzuela, whatever. Okay, 23, and he worked at this place called United Solutions, a plastic manufacturer in Leominster. Well, it seems he and his girlfriend, all right, had a little disagreement, and he slit her throat. Well, I don't know if she lived or died. Okay, all right, and what's interesting about this story is, you know, all right, they had already been separated from work. They both worked together. Okay, and police, here it says right here, police say there was a domestic dispute between the couple 3 weeks ago that was handled by the company's human resources department. Well, obviously they're not very good at handling human resources, because at the bottom of the story it says that Valenzuela, whatever the fuck his last name is, was deported 4 years ago, but managed to re-enter the United States illegally from Guatemala. So, all right, here we go. We got this clown from Guatemala, all right, and you know, everybody says that, oh yeah, all right, all these illegals do jobs that Americans wouldn't work. Okay, well, my girlfriend's son lives right upstairs in an apartment. He's been unemployed for over a year. Okay, and this guy worked in the warehouse at this place. It's called United Solutions in Leominster. He would have worked that job. So that doesn't cut it with me. Okay, all right. Another thing too is the fact that he's illegal. All right, chances are his girlfriend's illegal too. Okay, and supposedly they have a child between the two of them. Okay, all right. What percentage, if you had to guess, all right, you'd say that she's on some kind of public assistance? Maybe 60-40, 70-30. My guess is 98-2. 98% says she's on some kind of public assistance. 2% says she's not. Okay? All right. And another thing that, you know, these kind of news stories don't tell you about, all right, is the fact that he's illegal. She's probably illegal. All right? They got to get to work somehow, back and forth somewhere. You know, somebody's either going to drive them or they drive themselves. And if they do drive themselves, all right, they're driving without a driver's license. All right? And you know what that means? That means if they fucking hit you, you're screwed.